What's up, YouTube? Happy Monday. This is Lifestyles with Eric. I miss y'all. Been a little under the weather, and I normally don't get sick. Got a little sinus congestion still in my chest, but I'm doing fine. Definitely didn't have COVID, but it's all good. I've had it one time, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago. But I'm doing well. Just got a little sinus congestion, but I'll be fine. I hope everybody's doing well. Happy Monday again. Thumbs up the video, share the video out. Again, I'm Lifestyles. Um, if you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, please consider subscribing to Lifestyles with Eric. What is that? Well, I tell you, all kind of stuff's popping up on my computer. Jesus. Okay, here we go. I'm back. So anyway, welcome to Lifestyles. I appreciate everybody coming in. Hello, Miss Terry. Happy Monday. Thanks for coming in tonight. I hope everybody's been doing well. I'm hoping the weather's getting better. We need some warm weather. I've been looking forward to some warmer weather and being able to get out and enjoy myself and get out in the yard and all that good stuff. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend as well. What's been going on? Tell me something positive. Miss Cheryl, what's happening, sweetheart? I miss you. Thank you for coming in tonight. I hope all is well. Praying for you. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine, huh? Thumbs up the video when you come in, please. Thumbs up when you come in. Again, I'm just trying to get through some sinus congestion, but I'm good. I'm good. I feel better, sound better. Take my vitamins every day like I'm supposed to, and just been, just been taking it easy. Miss Glenda, Miss Bev, what's happening? What is going on, love? What is going on, ladies? Lifestyles ladies are in the house. What's happening? What is going on? Thank you for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What's happening? Tell me something positive. We got birthdays come. We got any birthdays coming up? Is Miss Glenda's birthday coming up? Is happy birthday to Miss Glenda. What's up, G? What's happening?
Happy birthday, Miss Glenda.
Yeah. Miss Kathy Britt, thanks for coming in tonight. Miss Kathy Britt. I appreciate all my faithful family members coming in. I appreciate the members, my membership people coming in. Remember, people, try to, at least get a membership there as low as $2.99. And, that definitely helps the channel. If you can do better than $2.99 membership, that's even sweeter. So, please consider doing that. We definitely would appreciate that. It's going to help the Lifestyles family grow. And that's what we're looking for, growth. We're trying to get more people on board and, just see where this takes us to. Mr. Trace Carter, what's happening? Salute, my friend. All righty. We got a abandoned Trace in the house. What's going on there? All righty. What hat is that, G?
The Mandalorian.
Okay. Is that Casino?
Star Wars.
No. That's a Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. I
Mandalorian.
was thinking, for some reason, I'm thinking Casino. I must be ready to do me some gambling.
Shit. I need to.
Man. Would you say you ready to do you some?
The sports book's killing me right now. Shoot.
Is it?
I'm down $1.50 right now from last week. So.
Well, I think you're gonna do good because you're pretty consistent. So I think your payday's coming because you're a consistent gambler. So you just can't think you're gonna gamble every blue moon and then hit big. I don't think. I just don't think that works for some people. I think when you're a consistent gambler, I think it'll pay off eventually.
Yeah, it pays off. I mean, just gotta have a bankroll to do it, and don't spend no more than you can afford to play with and have a good time with. You gotta come up with a budget.
One night,
a budget.
I think. Hey, Miss Bev, I think one night we're gonna have you talk about that a little bit because I'm not really a gambler. I gamble, but not like that. I think one night we'll kind of let you explain how the sports gambling goes if somebody's interested in trying it, and I don't know, maybe that
it'll be just for entertainment purposes only. I won't be telling nobody how
that
to
they're going
what to
right
do. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that you can be successful or that you won't be successful. My best advice is only create a budget that you feel that you can have fun with. key thing is losing comes a part of what comes with the winning. So if you can't handle the losing, my best advice is don't do it. That's it. Don't do it.
I
But
agree.
we can do a show on that one night, most
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. I'll let you handle that one because that's not in my expertise. So, that's something you got a little bit more knowledge on. So
Yeah,
definitely, definitely.
yeah.
What's going on, ladies? What's going on, lifestyles, ladies? What's going on? Where's my fellas at? Where's my lifestyles fellas? What's going on, guys? Where y'all at? Um, I've been meeting some guys to get on the lifestyle show. I've been telling them, man, I need more guys to come on the show. Man. All righty. Miss Bev said, happy birthday. Yes, we all family. It's all family here in Lifestyles. It's all family. It's all family. I tell you, man, they are that Puff Daddy stuff is really getting deep, man. I heard some stuff today that just it made me just it almost
Brought tears to your eyes.
it's deeper. It almost what's the word I'm looking for? Miss Anna Smith. It was traumatizing. What I heard today was almost traumatizing, man.
What?
Oh my God, Lord have mercy. And this is all alleged, but God, it was whew, traumatizing. So I was just scrolling through TikTok today, and I do that in the mornings before I go to work, and came across some audio that supposedly was allegedly was of P. Diddy and Meek Mills together.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not. But I
I
tell
hope
you,
not.
the sound was exactly like what. Oh my God, it was horrifying. What I heard, it was horrifying.
I'm hoping somebody was just trolling, just to be
Well,
funny,
if you
And
remember, the guy that's suing him now, Little Rod, the producer, he said he has audio and video, and if he's leaked some of this audio out, this could possibly be some of the audio, and horrific. Horrific.
man.
Oh God, it was sickening for what I heard. Sickening. Yeah.
What
And
it's
yeah.
been a lot of allegations. After that he had that one lawsuit that he had to pay up that money for that. I can't think of her name. What was his ex-wife that he was married to? That pretty light-skinned chick.
You talking about
I
the
can't.
model?
Yeah, she was gorgeous, man. I think she got a what,
Kim
15
Porter?
million. I
Huh?
think that was her. Yeah, I think that was her.
The one
I
that
think
he
that was.
allegedly had something to do, that she's out of here. Yeah. The one that's
Yeah,
dead.
no, not the one that's dead. It's another one. She's an actress. She's been in a couple of movies and stuff.
You talking about the Cassie chick? Or, no?
Cassie, yeah, Cassie.
Cassie.
Cassie just got paid, I think. Yeah.
Right. Cassie.
I think she got paid. So,
Yeah. She
you
got
know,
paid,
yeah, I'm like, but
Yeah. Yeah.
after that, it's been a lot of crazy allegations, man. I'm like, whoo, boy. You try to hope it ain't true, but you've been hearing it too much on a lot of these security bodyguards and celebrities, and they've
So
been
he's
seeing a
got
lot.
I guess supposedly he's got Michael Jackson's ex-security guard working for him. This Muhammad guy. He used to work for Michael Jackson before Michael Jackson was killed. Well, allegedly, that's what I think he was killed. He didn't put the propofol in his arm. That doctor killed Michael Jackson. But yeah, it's making like Bannon said, it's making me not want to listen to rap music no more, man. Because these guys ain't who they say they are, man. They not hardcore. They not.
Nah,
They're
nah,
not
nah,
hardcore.
nah.
They're a bunch of
I'm
punks. Bunch of punks.
And I was listening to that interview with Mace's manager. Was it Scott? Steve Stroud. You know what I'm talking about?
Steve Stout.
Stouts. Yeah, my bad for getting his name wrong.
Uh-huh.
I understand what he's saying because it gets hard. Say, for instance, you living in Harlem, you live in South Central LA, and you do your first album. Your second album might blow up and go, do pretty good. But by the time your third album comes around, you're looking for material. You're looking for somebody to put you out there. So now you kind of get kind of vulnerable to predators, even in the beginning of the music business. If you got people who are out there, like, I'll make you a star if you do, you know what I mean? So
Once you
and
do
we'll
it once, you get pushed around like a pass around. You're a pass
yeah,
around.
Because when you think about it, every rap artist, they're telling the same old story, just living in a different hood. Now you got to sell your soul in some instances because in order to get the recognition and notoriety just to be in the game. So some people would do things that you would think they wouldn't do.
They would compromise everything because you got a lot of guys that come from nothing. I mean, we don't know what poverty is. We weren't raised in poverty. We can't even say we were poor, man. You know, there's a different type of poor in different areas. We weren't poor. We wasn't piss pot poor. We weren't.
No, no, no,
I mean, think about it. We weren't poor, man. We had everything we needed
no.
and extras.
Yeah. And you know
So
what? You know what's crazy about that?
what's that?
What you just said, we wasn't poor. My good friend Tony I always be talking about used to sell jewelry back in the day, right?
Mm.
Okay. He grew up in Howville. He said some stuff to me like that reminded me of something that was in a Batman movie. He said, okay, I lived over by Riverside all the way up to the sixth grade, but then I moved into Howville in the sixth grade, all the way up through high school. He said, dude, when you lived that over by Riverside, that was middle class. He said, you wasn't born in the Howville. Howville was the hood.
Well,
And you had the
project.
projects. Yeah,
Yeah,
you had
I
the
lived out
projects.
there. We lived out there
Yeah,
for just a small period of time in my life
yeah,
in the projects.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, the Ville was a rougher way of life than it was over on Riverside.
yeah,
So he's like, yeah, you wasn't born in it. You came and lived in it and you dwelled in it, but you wasn't born in it.
right.
So some of these rappers out here, they wasn't born in the hood. They wasn't born living in Capri Greens and Queens, South Jamaica Queens, and Compton and all that stuff. Some of them came from affluent middle class neighborhoods, and they wanted to tell a story and live in a fake life.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, somebody's turning them out in some dark room or some mansion just to put them on their label. I
I think
mean,
if you're willing to compromise your integrity to do something like that, it's kind of on you what happens because you know at the end of the day, it's integrity and it's Miss Audria, it's integrity
yeah, I was waving
and
Miss Adria
it's
too.
yeah, it's integrity and you like Corey was saying, you can't even look at yourself. How can you even look at yourself after doing some acts like that? Um, uh, you know, and then the one other thing too, what Corey was saying to me was like with this producer, he was with Puff Daddy for a whole year making this album. Why didn't he want to leave? Why wouldn't he? Was he being held captive? I mean, he couldn't say, "Let me. I want to go home. I don't want to be here." Yeah, morals are and character. Right, you're right, Bev. Did he ever say, I want off this yacht? I want out of this mansion. Let me go. I'm not finishing your record. I'm done." I don't know because from what he's saying in the papers is that his anus was groped. Now, anus is not your butt. Your anus is so he was groping his anus. He made him watch him take showers naked. He made Puff Daddy made him allegedly walk. He look at him walk around naked. He showed him videos of him having sex allegedly with other rappers and actors and saying, well, this is how we do it here. So this is what you need to be doing. And he was showing him all this footage and saying, well, look, man, you need to be doing this. So is he a scorned lover or was he abused? I mean, he said he witnessed a murder. He said he witnessed a murder allegedly that the security guard covered up because he's friends with LAPD. Said a guy was killed in the studio and said that allegedly that Puff Daddy and his oldest son, did it in the bathroom. It's a lot of allegedly, a lot of alleged weird things that are surrounding Mr. Diddy. So,
well, check this out. What's the difference? Okay, let me word this the right way. I don't think that there's any difference than men being taken advantage of on the outside with producers and record labels and actors and these trying to be actors in Hollywood or on Broadway than it is in prison. Think about it. You're in
Well,
a you're moving around, but you're still a prisoner because they're treating you like you if you was somebody's property in prison.
the only thing in prison, you can't get away. You're in a big old box and you can't get away.
But what's the difference? You still in a box, you can't get away because they got something on you. We got a video of you having sex with some dude.
Good,
We
good analogy.
you
Okay,
want this you
okay,
want this
all right, good
contract.
analogy. All right,
Yeah.
okay,
You
yeah.
want to
So
be a star. We got you.
once you do something sexual, they say his whole house is wired. So with video, so if you think you're gonna get away with doing something one time, boom, he got your ass.
Yeah.
He got your ass.
Yeah.
You do it one time, then you're gonna keep doing it because he's gonna say, look what hey, I now your girlfriend you wouldn't want your girlfriend to see this, would you?
And hold on, but check this out. What do predators do?
Just
They have a way to make you feel comfortable about doing that stuff. Let me relax. You have a couple of drinks.
well, they say he drugs all his drinks.
Okay.
He puts drugs in all the
Yeah,
drinks.
allegedly. But then they got a way of saying, okay, let me, putting their hand on you slightly so you get comfortable ever so slightly with them touching you. That's what predators do. Okay. You put their arm on your shoulder, you sitting up there, y'all taking pictures. They got their arm around you like this, and yeah, massaging your shoulder. You had a hard day in the studio, man. Come on, man. Let me
I don't want no man massaging my neck.
yeah. Oh, we spent like 8 hours in the studio. I got somebody come over and I got a dude to come over. He's a good masseuse, man. That's what he
I don't
does.
want
Get
no
you
man
comfortable.
rubbing on me. I've never
Get
had
you
a man
comfortable.
massager in my life. Ever want
Get you
one.
comfortable. It's a state of mind. So they do the same thing in the prison. Hey man, if you want to make it in here, dude, you may as well get comfortable, dude, because I got them ramen noodles for you. If you want something to eat, that stuff they got down there in the cafeteria, man, I'm gonna hook you up. And next thing you know, you getting comfortable, and then somebody takes it. Same thing in the music industry, from what I'm understanding. They get you comfortable. Hey, I got this. I'm gonna front you 5 million on your first album. You looking good, but hey, you know what? You owe me. I'm having a party tonight. Come on up.
Grooming at its finest, Glenda.
Yeah.
Grooming at its finest. Grooming.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's not only happening in the music industry, it happens in the modeling industry, real big time in models.
Always, always. It's
With
always
models.
in there.
Yeah.
It's always
You hear these nightmare stories with these uh managers wasn't with their clients, and some company wants to go out and take these models out and get them drunk and party and get them hooked on cocaine or crystal meth or whatever. And they party, living their lifestyle. It's about the grooming. So, hey, I'm hoping that Mr. Diddy didn't do all that stuff.
I
But
don't
if
know
he,
if I can say I hope he
I'm hoping
didn't
this.
do it. I mean, I don't care one less way or the other. I mean,
I
I've
hope he
heard
didn't
about
either. I
his
hope he
parties
didn't either.
for so long. I've been hearing about these parties for so long, man. It's starting to come out.
Yeah.
Everybody's it's starting to come out, man. And it's funny how many people won't say anything because they partied with him.
Yeah. And that's the big fear. You have so many people who are afraid. I saw that one that time when he was talking to Justin Bieber, and Bieber was sitting up there. He's like, "Man, you don't talk to me no more. Now you selling out concert halls and you ain't partying with me no more." And Justin was up there
A
looking
little
like,
boy.
yeah, he was looking at him like, man, like he was kind of like standing off, like what that body language is just.
A little
It
boy.
was,
So what you need to
yeah,
be hanging out with a 15-year-old kid for, 16-year-old kid,
yeah,
just like when you had Usher for a couple years, when his mother gave you custody for him for a couple years. That's like she gave you her son to do something to. I mean, we know something happened. I know it's alleged, but that bodyguard said something happened because he was around, and he said that he was sent to the hospital with something going on with his rear.
yeah. And
Alleged.
and and it goes down with the women too. Remember R. Kelly? What was the parents doing? Giving their
Giving their
kids,
kids away.
giving their kids away. If you out there listening, parents, whatever you do, if you're educated or uneducated about the industry, Do not let your kids go off with these people by themselves. I don't give a crap if they 16, 17 years old. And they say, well, it's okay. No, you go with them. And if they bodyguard or they manager or they publicist talking about, oh, they're going to go into the next room and have a conversation. You can wait out here. No, you go in the next room with them. Do not leave your kids alone with these people out here. They are predators.
Trusting. And that's one thing. When I was a kid, I was into a whole lot of things. I was a break dancer. I DJ'd. I wanted to model. My mother told me the reason why she wouldn't let me model is because she didn't want me around certain types of people.
Yep, she was right.
I'm so thankful that my mother didn't allow me to do that, because that could have changed my life. I might not be the Eric that I am now, and she knew that, so she wanted to protect me. And I was the only she was the only adult I had to protect me, and she protected me. Nowadays, people just see dollar bill signs and they just let their kids go off and be with anyone. And I'm so glad that my mom protected me. From possibly predator. You remember Barbizon and all that back in the day? Yeah. I was gonna model. My sister modeled, but she said I couldn't. So she's like, nah, I don't want you doing that. I don't want you around. She said, I don't want you around certain things.
Yeah. So because it's a different. Remember Drew Barrymore, her story when she was a little kid.
She's got a horrible story for a little kid.
I mean, she's what?
She was
how
on
was she?
Cocaine at 12, wasn't she?
At 12 or something like that. And if anybody remembers Studio 50, was it Studio 54 in New York City?
With adults and little kids.
Yeah, she's partying with little adults, kid. Yeah.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that can happen to your kids. I don't care if they say, oh, it's some big name star. Let's call him Brock St. Johnson. And he's a big Hollywood star that people say, oh yeah, I want, you knew when you upcoming, we're gonna put you in this movie with Brock and everything. No, stick beside your kid. If the mom and daddy can't go, then call the aunties and uncles and let them go.
They dropping their kids off and letting them be with these people, and they say, "Oh, we will take good care of them for you." And go ahead.
And part two, don't never use their lawyers. Get you get your own lawyer.
That makes sense.
Don't never use their lawyers.
Excuse me. That makes sense.
Their lawyers has everything in favor for their client, not for you.
Period.
And don't be in a hurry to sign any contract. They say, well, you got to sign today. No, if I got to sign today, then ain't no need of doing it, because it's always going to be another deal tomorrow. So if I'm good today, I should be good tomorrow. Give me time to read this. Don't let nobody pressure you into signing something. So
facts.
Especially when it comes to the industry. Facts.
I got one more. We're gonna finish off with this last one. I think this might hit a little home for you. So I saw a little story. This stepdad was super angry at his stepdaughter because he's been in her life her whole life. Bought her a car, paid her way through school, blah blah blah. Been there, period. Her real dad, no, nail and void, not been there. Now she's getting ready to get married, and smacking the face to the stepdad, she wants her real dad to walk her down the aisle. He's never been in her life. The stepdad's done every single thing for this girl. Who's wrong?
The stepfather.
He's wrong?
Yeah, he's wrong.
Why? No, listen to what I'm saying. He's been like her real dad her whole life. Her real father's never been around. He's treated her like a piece of shit her whole life. But
I get it.
Now you say, forget you, stepdad. I don't care if you bought me a car and paid my way through college and you've been a dad to me and treated me like I was your real child. You're saying that
he's wrong. He's wrong.
Why?
Okay. If you have a child, right?
I got 5.
And the mother keeps you away from your child.
I didn't say she kept him away.
No. I'm just making an example.
Go on that story. This
story. I understand what you're saying. I'm just giving you an example. I get what you're saying. At some point, regardless of how bad the time was, the separation was, your child, your son or your daughter is always going to have questions about, I wish my dad could have been there. So this is the moment that the stepfather, no matter what he's done, you did a good job. You raised her. Hopefully you didn't, didn't abuse her or anything. You got her through college and everything. But this is a memory that she wants to have. It's not about you. It's about her and what she wants to have. Because if the real father had, just say he had a passed away when she was 13, 14 years old. Yeah, her stepfather, her brother, she had one, her uncle probably would have walked her down the aisle, but she's always going to have that lingering emotion thought, I wish my real dad could have been here and walked me down the aisle. It's just where it is. Even if you were adopted, if you're adopted, you're always going to have those questions about, what was my real parents, mom or dad? What were they like? I wish I could have had the time to sit down and enjoy a memory or a moment with them. So nothing against the stepfather. It's just her moment, her wish that she wants to have. And let her have that moment and that wish.
Okay. I mean, that's your opinion. I don't agree with it, but I mean I have an adopted dad that's never been a part of my life since I was a little kid. He wanted me to be his son, but then abandoned me. So I got that part. I've experienced that. So I had an adopted father that wasn't a part of my life, even though he said he wanted to be a part of my life. But no, I don't agree with that, only because I'm saying, this man has been her real father her whole life. He didn't shun her real father. He didn't keep her real father away. Her real father in this situation stayed away on his own. Now,
okay, but it's not about
thing,
him. It's about her. It's about what she
and
wants.
The other part of that is that I think the biggest part of that is that she wants to have the wedding at her stepdad's home where her mom lives at, and the stepdad is like, "Nah, I'm good. No, you can't have the wedding here now."
Well,
no,
I agree with that,
no,
but here's
not in my house. Not, and you don't want me to walk you down the aisle? No, you're not having that wedding here in my home, and I did everything for you. No, you're not gonna you're not gonna smack me in the face like that. I get your point, but you got to get my point too.
I'm like, okay, yeah, you found a different venue, found a different location. Okay, cool. I have no problem with that. But it seemed like that story right there is, even though we haven't heard the real biological father side of the story about why he wasn't there, what was going on. It's always streets that come in from four different ways: north, south, east, and west. She's saying that he was never there. The stepfather might be saying that he never was there, but it might be an underlying reason for him not being there. So, and maybe him and the daughter had a chance to talk and maybe did a little reconciliation. And she probably said, okay, I want my dad to walk me down the aisle. I'm not gonna put my own personal economics, like I'm trying to prove a point to somebody and say, okay, have at the wedding, when they have the father daughter dance with her at the father daughter dance.
That's a smack in the face to that stepfather, George. I mean,
I get it, but it's not his child.
Well,
okay?
Now, do you want to explain? Do you want to explain why you feel a little passionate about that?
Because
no, I mean,
my children. I can let it out. My children, I was in a way kept out of my children's life. And my children, when they finally became grown, they told me about how much abuse they was going through, and their mom was always didn't want to listen. And when I tried to talk to her about what I was hearing was going on, it became argumentative and controversial and stuff. And I had to be like, okay, in order for me to stop not wanting to go out here and hurt somebody, I had to pull back. And then my kids, when they finally became grown, they was telling me, this is what this man was doing. This is what this man was doing. And now to this day, their mother still wants to be in denial. And now to this point, my daughter, she called me up and said, she wants me, she's getting ready, one of my daughters is getting ready to get married. And, we kind of had a little falling out, but we kind of, chit-chatted.
And what did she ask you?
She asked me to walk her down the aisle with her stepfather.
Okay.
And I said, no, I will not do that.
Now, what did you just tell me that was about? Whose day is it? So
It's her day.
see how
No,
you
wait a
kind of
minute. Hold on. Wait a
contradicted
minute. No,
yourself on that?
but we came. But listen, we came to a resolution. Okay, we came
You
because I
came
told
to
her.
a resolution.
No, we talked. We had a talk. We had a talk, and I told her how I felt about him. And I'm like this: if I'm your enemy, I'm your enemy for eternity. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not. And maybe you know what? I told her we had a talk, and I said I cannot walk down the aisle with him. I
But
don't
so
care
in
what to say.
your case, she wanted both of you all to walk her down, right?
Yeah,
And
and
you
I told her
said
I would.
you
I
said
told
that
her no.
it was about her, the daughter.
Yeah, it was about her, but she
So
understood. She understood.
so you couldn't set your differences aside in this instance.
Not with this one
But you're
person. No,
saying
I
the
can't.
story that I'm talking about. Do you think that that stepdad should set stuff to the side,
Yeah,
even though he's been a good stepdad and not
yeah,
abusive? And
yeah, yes,
huh? You think he
yes.
should be different? You think he should set his differences, but you weren't going to do it,
No,
huh?
because okay, look, that's the resolution that they came down to. Okay, she talked
Okay,
to her dad. She said, "I want my dad to walk down the aisle."
yeah.
Okay, she didn't say both of y'all walk me down the aisle. From what for
No,
the
she just
story that you're
wanted her
telling,
biological father to walk her down the
yeah,
aisle,
she wanted him to walk her down the aisle. And that's when the
right?
point
And
when the
you said
stepfather
it's
should have
all
said,
about the daughter.
yeah, the stepfather
Yeah,
should have said this, that. But me and my daughter had a talk, and I told her I do not like this person.
but you
And
shouldn't have
I
said that. You should have said, "Okay, baby,
no,
it's
because
all about you."
she already knows how I feel about this person.
But you couldn't set
So
your
it, but
differences aside
not for him. I
for
won't.
your
No,
daughter.
no, not put. Let me put it to you straight, 100% bluntly. This man was abusive to my children.
So
Hold
you
on, before you
say,
hold on before you cut me off.
okay.
People who abuse and molest children, I have no empathy for them.
But
Zero.
that's allegedly, G, because nobody's been
No,
locked
it's
up
not
for
a
this. Nobody said, I'm saying that's alleged now.
no,
We
no,
can't,
no, no, no. It's not alleged because my kids told me, and when I was
why ain't he locked up for it? Why ain't he in jail for that?
because here's the thing: the mama always lied for him. That's what it came down to. CPS was called several times. The mama always lied for him. This is what the kids told me when they were grown. And you know my son. You can go ask him. You can go out. You can call him and ask him personally how bad the stuff was. I mean, he made them one time. Made my son strip off all of his clothes and beat him with a paddle one time. And he tried to make my oldest daughter do the same thing. And she said she wasn't taking off her clothes. And you're not. And just came home from work, wanted to be abusive and beat him because he was having a bad day at work. So the way I understand, I hear what you're saying. Maybe I should.
Absolutely. Just what you said that guy should
Maybe
do,
you should.
you should do.
Maybe I
Yep.
could have been like, okay, I'll do it. But see, with my
One day of a
personality,
life, one day of a lifetime, one day of
but
a
listen,
lifetime.
y'all, I'm telling you, I'm not going to let somebody who's a rapist, an abuser
See, you saying
of
all
any
this,
chance.
but the
I'm just
kids
telling.
ain't
No,
saying it. They not saying it
no,
though.
they've said even look, my son even said it. He
But she
told her,
wants him to walk her down the aisle and he molest. I mean, they
no. Here's the thing: the oldest, the oldest two were treated abusively. She wasn't because she wasn't. Okay, there was a difference between the oldest two. Now, if you talk to my son, when you get a chance, talk to him. He was treated very abusive to the oldest two. So the way I feel about people who abuse children, molest children, I have no empathy for them. I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat stuff for somebody's one day. I told her how I felt. And I said, I do not have any abuse for somebody who abused your children. I have no empathy for them. I don't want to be in his presence. So in order for me to say something and do something that's going to ruin your day, if that's what you want to walk down your aisle, you can do that. But I
she
will take
wanted
care
both
of
of
your
you all to walk her down the aisle.
but
Both
I'm not
of
going to
you.
stand. I'm not going to stand in there and sugarcoat stuff. I'm telling you, man. If I see this dude, it's going to be chaos and disorder. I don't have no empathy and no compassion for somebody who abuse or molest children. Zero forever. There's none ever for me to have it in my heart to be like that. I'm not going to smile in your face and shake his hand and say, brother, you know, it's like, okay. That was then. That was then. No, to me, you should burn in hell for eternity for abusing children. And that's just how I feel about it. And I'm not going to sit up here and be all buddy for the sake of a day.
I
Now
wouldn't be
maybe some
buddy
people saying
buddy with it, but I think I could get through
I
walking down
won't
the
do it.
aisle and
No,
being over
no,
with.
no, no. Because the first opportunity I get, I'm going to try to hurt him bad. I don't have any, because what I went through when as a child, I have no empathy for
I mean,
anybody
we all
who.
been through stuff, but I
But I
understand.
mean, the stuff I went through, I
I
have no empathy for anybody who does anything to children like that.
I
Zero.
understand. I understand.
So,
So
and
kind of
it,
double standards a little bit on the story, on both stories a little bit. What
no,
you're
because
saying.
we talked about it, and I told her, I said, I'll take care of your honeymoon, but I just don't want to be in the room with him. And I said, you have my blessing if that's what you want to do. You want him to walk you down your aisle. If you don't want your brother to walk you down the aisle, I understand. I'm not mad, but I just will not walk my daughter down the aisle with that man.
And so you're
Now,
not going to the wedding.
no,
You're not even going to go and sit in the
no,
audience.
no,
Wow.
no.
Okay.
The
Okay.
house of S has to stand.
Now,
If you don't stand for something, you stand for nothing. And no, no.
I agree with Corey. He said y'all need counseling, and I agree with that. There's
Who needs
nothing wrong
counseling?
with counseling. Nothing.
Who
Nothing
needs
wrong with
counseling?
that. So
Who needs counseling?
I don't know. He said y'all need counseling.
No, I don't need no counseling. I just tell you, if I'm gonna tell you, whoever said, if you think I need counseling, let me say this right here. If somebody abuses your children or molests any child, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? You have no compassion for them ever.
If somebody's been molested, they need counseling though.
Yeah, they need counseling, but
So
you have,
counseling
if
is
you should,
necessary. Period. Is
yeah,
what he
yeah,
meant.
they may need counseling, but then when you got somebody who sits up there and covers it up and then and lies about it,
And he's still with
she's
your ex-wife, correct?
yeah, he's still with her, and she still to this day, she still lies, and you know what she says? Everybody hates him and everybody's jealous of him. She's got good friends right now that I know that
Three.
says the same thing.
Okay. But just remember, like you said, it's three sides to stories, though, Rodney. It's three sides to a story.
Yeah,
There's
it's three, but you could. I'm telling
opinion
you right now,
and
you
the
can
truth.
call my son and ask him about everything they went through.
And little kids have different recollections. When it comes, I ain't saying sexual abuse, but when it comes to spankings and stuff like that, kids have different recollections of stuff like that.
Okay, this is not a kid thing. This
Getting
happened
their
from the
asses
time they,
kicked and getting whoopings and getting their asses kicked. I
but this
mean,
happened in their teenage years.
we wasn't there,
Okay,
huh?
this happened in their teenage years.
Okay, they're whoopings and
Okay,
stuff.
he hit my son one time so hard that he left a ring mark in his leg. He left the ring, the imprint of
He's
his
not
ring was
yellow
in his leg.
anyway, but he's yellow, light skinned.
No, the indent of the ring that he had on his finger was
Really?
in his leg, like he was branded. That's
Okay.
how hard he hit him.
Excuse me.
Okay, that's that, and I didn't find this out till later on.
Okay.
I didn't find this out till later on. So they were going through some abuse, man, over there. And I didn't. And the mama, when I asked her about it, she lied and said, "No, that ain't going on. Don't worry about what's going on in this house." CPS was called, and the judge, my oldest daughter, said the judge asked him, "Where's your dad at?" And the mama was like, "Well, he ain't around. This, that, and the other." Amber said, "No, I want to go stay with my dad." And she didn't want my daughter to give the judge my telephone number. So she covered up for him. So I'm just sorry, y'all. Y'all may say I feel I have a double standard, but when it comes to people who abuse children, I'm sorry, I just can't. Now, if the stepfather in that situation he was talking about, he was a good man, and she said, okay, I want both of y'all to walk down the aisle. Okay, cool. You know what? If he was listen. If he was a good dude and he was cool to my kids, I probably wouldn't have had no problem with it. Let me lay it out right there. I probably wouldn't have had no problem with her letting him walk down the aisle and walking down the aisle with him together. I wouldn't have had no problem with it. But to a child abuser or somebody who molests children, I don't have any empathy. I'm sorry. And for me, in order for me not to ruin your day and try to hurt this dude seriously, physically, and y'all be reading about me on the TV, I'm like, baby, I love you, but I won't come. But I will take care of your honeymoon. But I can't fake it like that. I'm sorry. I just can't fake the funk like that.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna play no games.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your opinion on that. I mean, hey, everybody's got their own opinion on that, and if they've been in that situation, and that's why I figured I'd bring it up. You've been in that situation, kind of, so I understand.
Yeah.
I just feel like that. I feel like that was a smack in the face to that particular stepdad. Maybe she should have asked him and that guy to walk them down the aisle, but she didn't in that case, which is kind of a smack in the face to him. And then, I think he was even going to pay for the wedding. So just kind of messed up because he was being a real dad. you know.
Yeah.
And let me say, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's somebody, a biological father, because kids get raised by people that are good people, and they don't have nothing to do with being biological parents sometimes. You know, that has
Yeah.
nothing to do with it. It's good people out here that raise other people's kids all the time, and they're good people. So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
people, both,
Yeah.
both,
Yeah.
both. So, you know, I feel like that was a smack in the face of that stepdad. Kudos to him for raising that girl, even though that wasn't his child. I'm sorry that he had to go through this, and he was going to have the wedding at his home, and he said, nope, not now. And he's angry. He's upset. He's
Yeah.
angry.
I'm not mad at him for that. Yeah.
You know, so, you
I
know,
mean, I agree with him for that. I mean, maybe he doesn't want the biological father at his home or whatever. I don't know. We don't know
right.
but I get it. You know, okay, yeah. If you want him to walk you down the aisle, baby, find another venue. I don't want him in my house. Okay, cool. And we don't know. Those guys might have had a few bad words with each other. It may not be all peaches and cream. She might have had a wonderful life, but those two and the dad and the mom might have had, bad vibes or some negative words towards each other. So I get it, man. You know, the stepfather's like, okay, yeah, baby, I raised you, I loved you, but just
Well,
find another venue. I don't want
what
him or
would
his
be
family in my house.
what honestly would be nice is if your adult kids who this possibly happened to would come
Nah,
out and
Tracy,
say,
it was
look,
different than that.
huh?
No, I was reading what Tracy said on the TV. I said, no, Tracy, it was different than that. It was that this dude was the type of dude that came home from work and was having a bad day and just just started beating him for no fucking reason. Excuse my
What would
French
be
on this
nice is
page.
if they came out and said, this is what happened, Dad, and
They did.
said, this happened, Dad.
They did. They both. I had them on the phone both at the same time. They both told me the same
So
stories.
this happened to two of your children out of the five, or
My oldest two,
just two
Brandon,
kids were abused?
Brandon and Amber. Yeah, Brandon and Amber.
Okay.
Yeah, you know my son. You know my son. And you can
So he's
call him. You can call him and talk to him and ask him, man. It was some crazy stuff, man. So hey.
all right. Well, I just like I said, I just figured I'd bring that up, man, and see how you felt about that situation, and see how everybody
No.
else thought about it. I mean, hey, it's definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
I get it.
And Anna said charges should still be brought up. And Anna's right. You know what?
It
But
could
you know what?
happen. Yeah.
It could happen. But like I say, I know me, and once I see him, I'm just gonna go quiet, and it's gonna get ugly. And I just know my personality, and I just cannot let anybody who abuses children
I
get
don't
away with
like
that
that
shit.
either. Not at
I
all.
just can't let you get away with it. I'm sorry. It's
I
just
agree.
not in me to let you get away.
I agree. I agree. I
So
agree.
before I ruin your day, let me be honorable and step down
Okay.
and take care of your honeymoon. But
Respectfully.
I would,
Right.
yeah, respectfully, and let you know I
Right.
love you, but I
Right.
will not destroy your day.
All right. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. We gotta see anybody else got anything else to say before we get out of here. Now daddy has to pay for the wedding. What daddy? You paying for the wedding?
No, she talking about the dad. She's talking about the dad. Are you talking about the dad that she want to walk down the aisle?
Well, he's not paying for nothing. He just gets to walk her down the aisle. He gets to get all the benefits. See, it is what it is.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
what
yeah,
it
yeah.
is. I mean, I know that's her daddy. I get it. I get it. That's her daddy. I get it. Man, I get it. But
But you know what? Maybe it's a way they could do something special for the. I mean, because it's not really about the dad, the stepfather. It's about, and in tradition. Okay, yeah, I guess the mother's side of the family is supposed to pay for the wedding. Is that tradition?
no, the father's supposed to pay. If they married, the dad and they supposed to pay.
The daughter's side of the family is supposed to pay for the wedding, right?
Right.
Okay, that's what I think. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
So, yeah.
So that would be tradition, I guess. So,
Yeah. So
I mean, maybe
they could
find. I mean, but they could find an equal a liberal, a medium, or something like that. I don't know. That's a tough. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Make sure you thumbs up the video, share the video out. If there's anything else you want to say, leave it in the comment section. I appreciate everybody that came in tonight. Thank you. Subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric. Thumbs up the video, share the video out, please, people. We'll see you Wednesday. No step.
Yeah, hey, one more thing. Tracy, I saw Tracy's comment Tracy,
That's
yeah.
Corey. That's Corey.
Is that no Trey? Oh, Trace Carter.
Yeah, that's Corey.
Okay, hey Corey. Yeah, I did talk to their mom about it, and we had some choice words. I literally went to the house, and the police was called on me one time. Literally, this is what happened. Okay, so you just ain't heard the whole story, but I have had the police call on me about my kids. I did go to the house. I was told to meet me at Golden Hill Park over by Michigan Road. I went up to Golden Hill Park. The dude never showed up. I gave the dude my address. My kid's mama's brother was on the phone. He heard me give the dude my address, and he was trying to pretend like he couldn't hear me on the phone. But my kid's uncle said he said his address is A, B, C, D, and D. I heard you. So people who are like that, let me tell you, people who are like that, man, not to get it going again, people who are like that, they are cowards. And when people you're abusing kids, if somebody, a real person is going to step to you about that shit, excuse my French, they're not going to show up and they're not going to act all that tough guy stuff. That's just the way it is. So I did challenge him, and I did go to their house. So that's where I'm leaving it at that.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate you tonight, brother. Thanks for coming in, giving me your thank you, Miss Anna. Thanks for giving me your honest expert opinion on that, my brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, man. I get passionate about child abuse, man.
Passionate I really about what I believe in too. I haven't been in that situation. So, well, I'll say this. I'm gonna go back. One time I was in a situation where my daughter's mother's boyfriend really hurt my feelings. She allowed her boyfriend to take my daughter to donuts with dad. Oh my God, that hurt my heart. And I've been in my daughter's life her whole life. And I couldn't understand why she would allow that. You know, that really hurt my heart because that wasn't her father. And I've been in her life her whole life since she was a baby out the womb. So for her to allow her boyfriend to take, because she was mad at me for whatever reason, to take my daughter to donuts with dad, that
you know what
killed me, man. That killed
me,
bro.
I know how you feel. I know how you feel, man.
That killed me, man. That I don't want nobody holding my little girl's hand. I don't want no motherfucker. None of that. That's my baby. I was very angry about that.
Dude, I know exactly where you're coming from. It's like things are being done for spite. And here's the thing. Why are you trying to take somebody else's child and do stuff like that? And where is your kid at? I guarantee you $1,000 that those dudes who do stuff like that, if they have kids, they probably 90% of them don't spend time with their own children like that. And they're trying to be daddy to somebody else's children who has a father that wants to do all those things with their children.
Yeah. So,
and man, come on, man.
These women have to stop being real spiteful and hurting these fathers through the kids and work out their differences without using the kids as a leverage tool to hurt us, because that's all they got. They know we love our kids, so that's all they got to hurt us. So they use the kids to hurt. Yeah. So anyway,
that's it. That's it, bro. That's it.
I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Thumbs up the video, everybody. Share the video out. Peace. Lifestyles.